Boy, I forgot all about the impeachment vote. Any of you that thinks the world's fair, some other guy cheated on his wife, lied in front of a grand jury about it, and I lost my job over it. My daddy always told us 4 boys, so if the Lord meant the world to be fair, men ought to have half the babies. Thank God it's not fair. Ladies and gentlemen, sadly, we're not here to talk about health care. We're here to talk about taxes, taxes, taxes. It is official. The one thing that the Supreme Court was right about was that it's a tax. And it is a whole series of taxes. Lawyers, we're going to get you out of the operating room. We can't afford to have you in there anymore. Like what Washington has produced and what is shoved through and trying to force it on America without even giving a chance for not just the Congress, but the public to read a law before it's forced in. We should never hear the words again, "You'll know what's in it after it's passed." Should never hear that again. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the fact of how much lobbying and pressure is putting on in Washington. And I'm sorry, my friends on the left have to look their lawyer friends in the eye and say, "Joe, I'm sorry. I would rather my daughter, my son have insurance than for you to continue to skim huge amounts of money off the insurance issue." The price of this act is twice of what was projected, and the revenue for it is half of what was promised. Then why can't we just tell the lawyers and the insurance companies they're going to have to do without subsidies and monopolies, rather than asking the American people to do without our hard-earned money and, most important, our well-served freedoms. God bless you very much.
Question for you, patriots. How much federal control over your health care is acceptable to you? Oh, by the way, Justice Roberts did us this ginormous favor. No, thank you. You undermine my Constitution. You take away my children's future. That is not a favor, and this is not about parts. This is about our Constitution. Whenever they want to take away your rights, all they have to do is call it a tax. So if they want to take away your right to free speech, what are they going to do? They're going to call it a tax. If they want to take away your right to the Second Amendment, what are they going to do? If they want to take away your right to stand here and assemble like you are today, what are they going to do? And if they want to take away my right to talk on a radio show, going to be on Kogo all week this week, hope you'll listen, to take away, thank you, to take away Rush Limbaugh's right, Glenn Beck, Roger Hitchcock, whoever, if they want to take away their right to be on radio, they want to take away the right for folks on Fox News to report the news in a more balanced way than some of the other networks do, what are they going to do? They're going to call it a tax. We're not stupid. I'll be on Kogo 12 to 3 all week. I've got a book coming out this month on July 18th called Ladies and Gentlemen.
This issue is not about health care. This issue is about so much bigger. This issue is about limited government, the role of government, our national identity, liberty, prosperity. That's what this issue is about. I really like that. Back over 200 years ago, taxation without representation. Sam Adams got together with the Sons of Liberty and he charged them. He said, "Those who don't fight with me, may the chains of slavery rest lightly on you." That greatest generation that fought across the Pacific Ocean, island to island, places like Guadalcanal, Iwo Jima, Saipan, to fight back those totalitarian regimes. Those other great Americans went to Europe. They helped our allies fight that Nazi bombardment. And then when it was time, they took the fight to them. They landed on D-Day and took the fight to Berlin. And they fought for liberty. Martin Luther King Jr. said that's not enough. We need to have liberty for all. One set of civil rights. Judge a man by the character of his content of his character, not the color of his skin. It's your right to make an economic choice, even a bad one. What if you decide you want to buy a Chevy Bolt? That's your right, because I'm a Marine. I'm a Marine.
Because I try and figure out how the party that fights out of one side of their mouth for a woman's absolute right to choose whether or not to abort a human fetus simultaneously fights out the other side of their mouth for that woman's lack of right to choose whether or not to do something as simple as purchase health care. What is it at the end of the day? It's the biggest tax increase on the middle class in American history. That's what it is. Call it what it is. That's what it is.